Hey everybody, Justin here. Thank you for checking out this video. And I'm just continuing the series of the questions, and I'm looking at kind of question 8. And this is one about objective versus subjective probability. That is, the question is, does the Galton board allow for the belief interpretation of probability? You know, the Galton board shows objective probability well. You have ball bearings that cascade down, and there's really no belief associated with it. Or is there? You know, I would argue that, if I had it come down on the side, which I don't have to, I'm kind of an anything goes statistician. I'm good with belief, with objective frequencies, whatever. I would come down on the objective frequency side because it allows less kind of wishy-washy, very subjective notions. But, there is assumptions in this board, right? There's a certain amount of pegs. They have a certain angle, right? The ball bearings have a certain shape. We have the board, the x-axis, the horizontal axis is fixed. So there is a little bit of assumptions going into it, if you want to call that some type of model. I also want to say, though, all beliefs are not equal. Just because you have a belief doesn't make it valid. It has to be, in my opinion, validated by the real world. So you could say, hey, I think that it's not going to show a normal distribution. It's going to show something very skewed to the right. In other words, most of the balls will be here and very little here. Well, we can validate that. You can validate that objectively and just say, well, let's see what happens, Now, there's nothing wrong with beliefs, by the way, but you just have to validate it, I feel. There's like a whole kind of spectrum of beliefs. You have like a blind belief, a guess, a hunch, versus belief based on evidence, experiments, surveys, all those things, assuming they're well designed, informed opinion, previous results, pilot studies. So beliefs formed on those and kind of calculated from the data too. Maybe assuming that current calculations would hold or something for the future. So there's all sorts of beliefs. But if I was forced to choose, I would choose that which removes as much subjectivity as possible. I think that's just more reliable, that it doesn't depend on beliefs. Or to put it another way, your beliefs might matter for very small samples in a sense that they influence things. But as we get more and more and more data that's, from well-designed experiments and surveys, your beliefs matter less and less and less. So, which the Galton board shows really well. And you can imagine having this Galton board and imagine it being, 100 times as big. And instead of 6,000 balls, maybe there's, 600,000 balls in there. Doesn't really matter what beliefs you have, the data will swamp them, really dominate your beliefs. So that's my opinion on it. I don't think that the Galton board removes belief from the equation, but I think it shows the importance of objective probabilities and frequencies very well. So, all right, that's all I got. I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.